Welcome back to the official CABSAT podcast powered by Northtelecom. Joining me now is Andrey Kirillovich, who is the Director of Strategy, Marketing, and Business Development at Intersputnik. Welcome, Andrey.
Thank you. Good day, everyone.
Why don't you tell our audiences a little bit about yourself and a little bit about Intersputnik?
Okay, right. Thank you. First of all, I'm very glad to be at the 30th anniversary of CABSAT, and also I would like to thank the Northtelecom to host this event, and I'm very glad to be here to speak to you. As I said, my name is Andrey Kirillovich, and I'm responsible for strategy, business development, and marketing in the Intersputnik. So, a few words about myself. I've been in the industry for 23 years already, and I'm doing SATCOM, so I've been to many parts of almost all parts of their SATCOM value chain, in the vendor, the VSAT vendor, in the satellite operator, service integrator, and provider. And now I'm actually joined Intersputnik. So Intersputnik is an intergovernment international organization of space communications. And we've been established in 1971. So we've been in industry for almost 50 years. So we have 25 member states and signatories, which are satellite operators from these, or service integrators or teleports from these countries. We've been registered in the United Nations as international organization. We are a member of ITU-D and ITU-R sectors, and member of International Astronautical Federation. We have an observer status in UNOSEC. So, our activities are mainly, so we have two types of activities. First, connected with satellite communications. The other is with space sustainability and international law. But in general, our main goal is to promote international cooperation in space. And one of our main goals, again, is to promote use of satellite communications all over the world and help the developing countries to reach the sustainable development goals proclaimed by UN. And connecting the unconnected.
Hey, great. Quite a big initiative, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. No.
Yeah. So what products, what services are you guys promoting here at CABSAT this year?
Well, besides just doing some institutional and administration work within international space and telecom community, we are also providing business services. We also provide commercial services all around the globe, and here at CABSAT we're featuring, first of all, the unique combined satellite fleet of more than 25 satellites. The name is IK, and it consists of GEO, C, KU, and K satellites from our member states, from our signatories and partners. We also have a unique opportunity to offer a distributed network of consolidated teleports. So many of our partners, customers, and members, they do have teleports, so we can actually offer a combined solution. So, well, like I said, I would say satellite communications boutique, when you can actually come to us and pick up which satellite, which band, and which teleport, or maybe VSAT platform you need, and what kind of services. We can also integrate them together. And I think we are in a good positions, because right now we don't own this infrastructure. We are just leasing it. So actually we have a lot of OPEX, but not CAPEX. And nowadays, it's better, if you want to survive, you need to have the OPEX model, not the CAPEX one.
Yeah. So you're like facilitator.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
Great. So what are some unique challenges and opportunities you see in the market regionally and globally?
Well, I think the most challenging, we're here in CABSAT, and of course here at Northtelecom, we're more on the satellite communication side rather than broadcasting.
Yeah.
So that leaves this, to these guys located on the other side. But so let's speak about satellite communications market. I think the most challenging right now is nobody knows where to go, actually. There are so many things happening all around, buzz around the industry about non-geo, all these new services, some of their constellations that come in, nobody knows where to invest. And actually, that's why we are here, and we can actually help. So one of the things we were providing our customers and our members and signatories is our expertise. As I said, we have more than 50 years of expertise in SATCOMs, and we actually can consult them and provide them the best approach how to survive and where to go. For example, we are promoting use of satellite communications developing countries. So again, we can, depending on their needs, we can provide them the best solution. Whether they need the national satellite, whether they need to a hosted payload, or maybe they need some satellite capacity, or maybe an integrated solution, turnkey solution, or maybe they really need the non-geo constellations to be included into their package. So we can provide both, or if they need their own orbital slot, we also can provide the orbital slot together with the satellite. So we work on different level, and I think the other thing that is unique with our organization is that we are intergovernment organization. So if we do the consultancy, if we provide the services, it's not any country you're associated with. It's because we have 25 member states, and it's a real independent opinion or independent service in the industry.
You've got quite the nice network. You're saying 25 countries.
Yeah, it's like a constructor, actually. You can use any bricks to build a service, and that's what we're doing. So that's why we're also looking not beyond the SATCOMs on Earth observation and IoT. For example, precise farming is also now emerging, and we'll also have a solution for that. So again, for the service provider or any kind of a SATCOM company or player in the market, you need to offer integrated solutions and also look outside the box.
Yeah.
In order to be profitable.
Well, I guess you also covered my next question, which is how do your services and solutions cater to these challenges and opportunity?
Yeah, as again, so since we don't own our satellites, so we don't have the CAPEX, so that's why we can choose the best solution at the best price. And actually, we use our expertise. So our model is that when our customer is coming to us, they need a solution, right? They need their connectivity or maybe megabits in certain locations at a certain price. So that since we have a lot of partners and we have a lot of expertise, we can actually offer them best solution at best price with best technology. Or sometimes, the requirements may the customer is coming to us, and sometimes they actually require their hosted payload. And nowadays, with their new innovations in the industry, the cost of the entry ticket into the space club, like just launching your satellite or maybe a hosted payload, becomes lower and lower, and that's why it's becoming more affordable. But again, there are so many, I would say, offering on the market. So if you're a newcomer, you might actually be lost, right? So that's why we provide the guidance on that.
Yeah, you're saying. I mean, there's a lot of offerings on the market. It's trying to find the best solution or the best partner with the best quality. Because sometimes they're not always top quality.
Yeah, that's right. A lot of cheap offerings, but again, yeah. It depends on your SLAs. It depends on what. Yeah. Even in consumer broadband, there are different types of quality of services. It depends on your customers, and again, you're also a service provider. Knows that when the customer needs everything best effort at the lowest price, but then you finally understand that they've got some high-end enterprise customers behind that, and they're expecting to get everything for just $1.
And then they go to the place that they get the $1 and they realize, wait, but that's
But what is most dangerous for our industry is that they might be frustrated about the satellite performance, and that's bad. Yeah, because we also face some customers when we're trying to provide them a satellite service. They said satellite is not reliable or good or bad, but then we discovered that they used maybe a good satellite, but in the wrong position, in the wrong place, or maybe in the wrong territory. Yeah.
Exactly. And I guess my last question now is, what do you hear people talking about at CABSAT this year?
It's a good question, because the people at CABSAT usually talk about business. While in other shows, it's a real big conference part where they speak about technology, they speak about innovation, challenges, whatever. But I think this happens because there is it's more technology oriented. While CABSAT was always talk about business, because satellite have been strong in this region in the Middle East for many years, and that's why I think it's one of the shows where you go just to talk about business.
Yeah.
So I think that's the best thing. I'm very happy that CABSAT is still like it was many years ago, and I hope that it will continue to be that kind of show. But everybody's talking about non-geo. Non-GSO, yeah. Everybody's talking non-geo. Everybody's trying to adapt their strategies. So again, we are, as I said, we're trying to choose the best for our customers, and I think there can be a combination of geo and non-geo, and we also see many of our customers, they migrate to non-geo, but again they leave geo because actually you cannot put all your eggs into one basket, and especially when the service offerings are only in one band. So I think that there is a room for both geo and non-geo, but again, a very careful planning is required, and understanding that you're using the right technology, the right orbit, and the right frequency band for the right service.
Yeah. I guess geo will always be the most reliable one out of all of them, but again, you will need to create that multi-orbital.
Yes, of course, geo, because when non-geo just been established a couple of years ago, everybody believed that geo will die. But again, if you go to the conferences and if you just speak to the end users, they believe the geo will survive. Mm-hmm. It will be there. There's a lot of M&As going right now. Yeah. You've seen one recently.
Yeah.
But again, we also have a lot of geo business. So we're now leasing about 2 gigahertz of capacity in CKU and K bands, and we expect this to remain, but we're also looking towards the non-geo offering. And also, as I said, it's very important to look outside the industry, outside the box, and to add a new value or maybe new services like Earth observation, precise farming, and satellite IoT, and some other services where satellite can be not playing a leading part, but may provide a good value.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Andrey, for joining us and taking time out of your busy schedule. And we wish you a very successful CABSAT.
Oh, thank you very much. And I'm looking forward to joining CABSAT next year.